This is Eric from Packhacker, and today we're talking about the AOHi Modular Extension USB-C Cable Set, which I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. So as you can see, everything is contained by this silicone-like case here. It's got some nice texture on the bottom, so it's not going to slip around or go anywhere. Once it gets wet, it is a little bit slippery, but that texture does help for it not to slide around too much. This is a bit big, as you can see it in my hand. It's not, like a small cable case or anything like that. But once you see what's inside, I think it might be worth it depending on your use case. So I'm going to start pulling all of the goodies out of here. So this is modular, so there's lots of different parts here. Small cable, medium cable, a long cable kind of pulling out right now. As you can see, this isn't the most, it's not the easiest to get out, and just not that pretty when it comes out. But once it's out, everything works pretty well. So there are 2 kinds of cables that you can get. This one is the Kevlar and nylon braided. This one is very durable. It feels probably like one of the most durable cables I've ever actually used. It has that extra oomph in it, if that makes sense. It just feels like one of those braided cables you'd get on Amazon, but just better. It does come with a hefty price tag, which we will get into. And there also is, I'm gonna look at my notes to make sure I get this right, a skin-liked rubber model. And that one's more like the one that you're probably used to, just a rubberized material. They say it's pretty durable, but I can't imagine it is as durable as this Kevlar and nylon braid. It's just very durable with durable materials. So we do have metal ends on these things, which also, again, I feel like I've said durable so many times, but this is more durable than the plastic ones you're going to see on a standard cable, which obviously metal is, going to be stronger than plastic. We've also got on these 2 shorter cables. Let me find it up. There's a little light right here. So this is modular, so when you've got it all connected, you're going to want to make sure your cable's working, and the light on there will tell you that it is working. If that is green, you're in low current mode, blue, standard mode, and yellow is fast charging mode. So as you can see, we have these 3 different cable lengths. We've got these short cables here, which are the only ones that can be used without another cable. You've got USB-C on one side, USB-C on the other, or USB-C to Lightning. So you can use this with a battery bank, or if you just need a short little charger, you can use these. And then these ones work in tandem with these 2 other cables. We've got this medium cable, which is, a good size. This is probably what you're used to using when you get a charger or something like that. You just attach there's a little thread here on the end of the small cable, and then you've got a adapter here, and it screws on. So it's not gonna pop off or anything like that. The connection is secure. It's not gonna, if someone trips over it, it's not gonna pull out, which I really dig. So you can use it like that, you can use it just like that, or you can also attach this big boy here, which is the longest cable, kind of stretches like that, like an old school phone cord, and you can attach this medium one to it as well. So this gets you to your full length here. And this cable is, I believe it does up to 240 watts. So this is probably the only cable that you'd really need. It's not like, oh, this one doesn't charge at a high wattage. It does. So you can use it for all of your charging needs, and it also is USB 3.0. So this is just a very premium cable, but as I said, it does come with a hefty price tag, which we'll get into. We also have a little, one of the screw adapters. I don't know if this is for a specific reason or if it's just a replacement in case one of these breaks, but it's nice to have a little replacement part to make sure that we can keep this working as it's supposed to, even if something goes missing. So my personal way of transporting these cables was just by themselves. I didn't actually use this case very much. Pop these apart. So with just the cables, this thing is heavy because it does have those premium materials, but with just these cables, you're looking at, let me make sure I get this right, 151 grams, that's 5.33 ounces. You add this case and you're looking at 255 grams or 9 ounces. So that is quite a bit of weight added just for this case, and for the most part, it didn't really do anything for me anyways because I already carry a tech pouch, so all of this can just go inside of my tech pouch. If you use a smaller tech pouch, You might not be able to fit this in comfortably, or maybe you could just bring the things that you need, but it's not going to fit inside a really small one very easily. So that's when the case might be helpful, because then you can load everything inside of this case, and then you just put that inside of your bag instead of trying to bog down your tech pouch with it. But overall, this thing is pretty heavy, but it's going to fit inside your day pack or your travel backpack, but a small sling probably won't work. So for comparison's sake, I've got the Rolling Square In Charge XL here. So this cable is, as you can see, comes in a similar case. It is smaller and it also is lighter. This one comes in at 142 grams or 5 ounces, whereas the larger one over here comes in at 255 grams or 9 ounces. So this one obviously is not modular. You're not getting all those different sizes you can go with, but there are quite a few that you can choose from. I believe there is a 6.5, and a 10-foot option. I think this is the 6.5 foot option. You obviously don't get that modularity, but you do have more options on the charging end. This one just goes USB-C to Lightning or USB-C to USB-C, whereas this one has the Lightning and the USB-C, but it also has a USB-A or USB-C on this end. So if you're going somewhere where USB-A is more common or prevalent, I would go with this one. But if you already have completely updated your pack out to be all USB-C friendly, this might be the better option, because why do you need the bulky USB-A if you're not going to use it? So I will say I don't think this one is as durable. The Rolling Square is as durable as this nice Kevlar and nylon. I've really gotten used to how durable this is and beating the crap out of my charger over the past 2 weeks. Not that this one wouldn't be able to hold up to that, it's just not quite as durable, I don't think. And as you can see, it kind of does hold its shape there a little bit. Those harsh corners are kind of evident, but overall I think these are both really good chargers. It just depends if you're trying to save that little bit of extra weight, if you need that USB-C, or if you're someone who hates extra cables on your desk, because if you are someone who doesn't want cables everywhere, this is a good option, because you can really get down to deciding how much cable you want to be and when. So there you have it, the AOHi Modular Extension USB-C Cable Set. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.